Making a film is hard work, and one of the toughest tasks a director has is editing. Taking all the footage they shot, filmmakers need to piece together a coherent film that entertains and thrills audiences. And sometimes that means sacrificing a great scene that may have made the final product even more rewarding if the running time didn't dictate otherwise. Here are Screen Rant's 10 deleted scenes that should have made the final cut.
Too short for a stormtrooper?
Star Wars. Luke Skywalker spends the first act of Star Wars wishing to reunite with his good friend Biggs, and ultimately the two pals join forces as rebel allies in the Battle of Yavin. Unfortunately, Biggs is killed in the fight, but audiences originally didn't feel the full impact of the loss. George Lucas had deleted a scene, which is now available in the special editions, that showed Luke and Biggs reconnecting before the Death Star trench run.
Hey Biggs, I told you I'd make it someday.
It'll be like old times, Luke.
The scene established their relationship and made Luke's sadness a bit more sympathetic. It's short enough to not disrupt the film's pacing and should have been in the initial 1977 cut. Terminator 2. One of the reasons why T2 is so beloved is the relationship between the T-800 and John Connor. Their bond is what gives the action-packed sequel some heart and elevates it to the next level. But some have wondered how a programmed killing machine can learn the basics of human emotion.
Can you learn stuff that you haven't been programmed with so you can be more human?
In a deleted scene, available in the special edition, it's revealed that the Terminator has a CPU setting that shuts off its read-only function and allows Arnold to understand why humans act the way they do.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. But Skynet presets the switch to read only when we are sent out alone.
It not only explains this crucial detail, but also sets up Sarah Connor's character arc in a nice moment of dramatic tension. Jaws. One of the highlights of Steven Spielberg's Jaws is Robert Shaw's performance as the shark hunter Quint. He's an enigmatic, eccentric, and colorful character that made the blockbuster all the more memorable. He's also shown to have a short fuse, a trait that was foreshadowed in an amusing deleted scene. Going to a local music store to purchase piano wire for his shark killing duties, Quint has a bit of a run-in with a boy playing Ode to Joy on a clarinet. It may not have advanced the plot, but it was still a quirky character moment that showed Quint wasn't the easiest fellow to get along with. Return of the Jedi. Luke is shocked beyond belief to learn that Darth Vader is his father, and he wonders why his mentor Obi-Wan never told him the truth. Turns out there was a method to his madness. In a deleted scene from Return of the Jedi where Yoda's on his deathbed, we learned that he instructed Obi-Wan to keep Vader's identity a secret from Luke. The Jedi Master feared Luke would not be able to defeat the Sith if he was conflicted by feelings for his father. Yoda's belief turned out to be true in a sense, but it's still a level of manipulation that seems below a Jedi. Either way, it would still have been an interesting twist for the story. Aliens. In the beginning of Aliens, Ellen Ripley is woken from stasis after a period of 57 years, meaning her life on Earth has drastically changed. Oddly enough, we don't see many hints of her past in the 1986 theatrical edition, but James Cameron's director's cut adds a new layer to the beloved character. In a heartbreaking moment, Ripley is informed by Burke that her daughter, who was about to turn 11 when Ripley left in the original film, died at the age of 66.
Amanda Ripley McLaren, age 66, at the time of her death.
It's smart Cameron included this, since it provides a clear meaning to Ripley's character motivations and transforms the story to one of maternal redemption. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. In The Fellowship of the Ring, Boromir is portrayed as an easily corruptible man hungry for the ring's power, but an added scene in The Two Towers extended cut explains his behaviors. With Gondor facing the impending threat of Sauron, Denethor tasks his oldest son with claiming the One Ring for their country, so they could use it as a weapon against the Dark Lord. The flashback is a nice moment and shows Boromir was concerned about the well-being of his people.
My place is here with my people, not in Rivendell.
It also foreshadows the tension between Denethor and Faramir, a major subplot in Return of the King. Star Trek. J.J. Abrams' reboot of Star Trek reinvigorated the brand, but that doesn't mean it wasn't without some problems. Many found it confusing that the villain Nero simply waited 25 years after arriving in the past to begin his quest for revenge, but a deleted scene fills that plot hole. It's only briefly mentioned in dialogue in the theatrical cut, but the scene in question actually shows Nero being held captive in a Klingon prison for more than 20 years. It would have been nice to see in the finished film, as it paid homage to Star Trek lore and gives viewers a little more time with Nero, who is thought by some to be a tad underdeveloped. Thor. Loki is seen as the Marvel Cinematic Universe's greatest foe, and that's even without this crucial deleted scene being official canon. Obsessed with becoming the ruler of Asgard, Thor's brother actually has good reason for his desire. In a deleted scene, Loki is proclaimed to be the rightful heir to Odin's throne, with Thor banished to Earth for his brash behavior. The cutscene showed Loki wasn't entirely selfish, and was handed his dream with support from his family. It was a powerful moment that made the character more well-rounded and even sympathetic, explaining his actions and future appearances in greater detail than originally presented. The Avengers. Joss Whedon's The Avengers is full of breathtaking action, but the quiet moments can be just as powerful. The director was heartbroken to cut out a sequence showing Steve Rogers trying to adjust to modern society, and it's easy to see why. Captain America goes on a personal journey, and the scene that was cut honestly strengthens his character arc. It wasn't all drama either, offering a fun Stanley cameo and some lines of flirtation between Cap and a waitress. The Avengers had so much on its plate, it's easy to see why it was deleted, but we still wish Whedon had found time for it. The Wolverine. The X-Men film franchise changed modern comic book movies, but the filmmakers haven't been willing to embrace the source material completely. In Bryan Singer's first film, Wolverine's iconic yellow costume is referred to as a punchline, but James Mangold had some love for it when he directed The Wolverine. In an alternate ending, Logan receives his classic outfit as a gift for what he's done, teasing the diehards with the possibility of seeing Jackman don the costume for an official movie. Those are our picks for the best deleted scenes that should have made the final cut. Are there any we missed? Which deleted scenes are your favorites? Sound off in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.